It's been a while. I have not seen the series for quite some time. The reason why I dropped it because I didn't like the way the story was. Basically, I was just going basically in this anime. So I said like, no, maybe I should just go ahead and just finish off the series and stuff like that, and see what is my take on based off what's going on based with this anime. So that it may not be just a serious anime, but it's just a parody also as well too, which is called Rumble Grandall. Rumble Grandall. And I forgot to tell you guys what it's all about. I think I did tell you guys because they're fighting over anime and manga and stuff like that. And then you have like this one guy saying like, "Oh, this is a sin," like basically only reading manga or having figures and stuff like that, posters and stuff like that, and and stuff. I mean, some people really actually believe that. Basically, we heard it used like quite a few times. Basically on Anime's network where you have like the UN wants to ban all imports and stuff like that because what China is doing because they don't like what we do and because you have so many people that who are feminist people that really do not like this kind of culture and stuff like that. And even though I definitely do understand, but that's not like with all different other animes out there. Some people would think that because that's just how they feel. That's just basically what they think and stuff like that. But I want to say this also well too. You can change your opinion to another person, but sometimes they may not agree with your opinion. Sometimes they may will, sometimes they may won't, and stuff like that. And especially some people may think, saying like, oh, I don't like this anime because it's not suitable for you or for me or anything. You're gonna have people who are gonna be like that. You're gonna have people who are gonna misunderstand because the way how anime really actually is. And that's just one thing. That's just one thing. It really kind of irritates me because people just see that anime. Oh, it's just like oh, it's so evil and stuff like that and stuff like that. In general, just to be honest with you, the reason why I don't like one of the reasons why I really don't like the specifics of this anime is just based two of them. For one, I'm not a big comedy fan. I'm not saying I hate it or anything like that. I just don't care for comedy really all that much because it's okay, but it can kind of aggravate me and stuff like that because I'm the kind of guy who likes to be serious. Let's just put it that way. I just like serious stuff. That's just basically something I really do like because the reason why I like that because it brings more on the table to basically to talk about and stuff like that. Basically in regards to basically anime and stuff like that. The next one is horror. I'm not a big fan of horror. I really do not like horror all that much. Sometimes horror stuff really kind of scares me and stuff like that. Especially during my one time, I told you guys one time before, I was watching Freddy Krueger because I fell asleep and I thought that was real and I didn't want to go sleep because I thought it really was. So yeah, even though I'm fine because I'm like it was supposed to scare it. That's what it was supposed to do. It just gets right in your mind. That's basically what happened to me when I was a kid. But yeah, anyway, but I mean, I'm not saying like do I hate comedy? Do I hate horror? Do I hate all these other different things? I just don't care for? No, it's just something that is just not my cup of tea. I noticed that some people may like that kind of stuff because they can handle it. And just basically for me, it just kind of freaks me out. Stuff like that. And basically, like I said, comedy and stuff like that because it's just not, like I said before, it's not for me. It's not. I'm sorry. That's just basically my opinion. That's basically what I definitely do think and stuff like that. And that's basically the season. But when you got like some people out there, basically like into the future, let's say, the city of Japan has been destroyed by what was going on and stuff like that. And you have people who are going to war with each other because trying to protect their goods and stuff like the posters or figures, manga, anime, Blu-ray, DVDs, or whatever stuff like that they really actually do like and stuff. Because I mean that's just part of their culture. That's just really part of their culture. I really don't consider that really part of my culture. I really don't. I really don't. But it's just a hobby. That's just all it basically is. It doesn't mean like, oh, I worship this stuff. No, I really don't. Even though I said this many times before, I'm a Christian. I'm a firm believer in God. And so yeah, I definitely do understand that some Christians may not even like the kind of stuff that I like, or may not be able to like the kind of stuff that you like. That's what I see basically in the anime. So that's just basically it feels to me. And I respect your guys' opinions. I really do. And basically, some people may not respect my opinions because about some things I'm just kind of biased on. That's just what it feels to me. This is basically what it feels to me. Because one thing I really do like about this anime is just it brings on the table like it brings on the table like different tastes of styles that you really actually do like. Take as for the girl, she's one of the batteries. She's one of the battery girls. Means that she's supposed to help to both supposed to help with the doll mobile so or you would call it like a super deformed robot. That's what basically what it actually looks like. Well, it looks like to me, and and one thing is about her is basically that she's not one of my favorites, but the Ninja Girl is personally one of my favorites because the reason I like her really a lot because it feels to me that she has this struggle that's basically going on with her life and stuff like that. And even though you basically have this crazy dude who just wants to destroy the city of the population, basically what people used to like anime and manga and stuff like that. And people I see like where this black guy basically was in anime, he's like being captured. You could just tell like he was in tears because he was sad because he's seen all his memories and stuff like that go away and stuff like that. But one thing I just want to say here is also too, whatever goes on in our minds and stuff like that, whatever fantasyland or whatever it may be is that I just want people just to really just to know and just to understand and just to understand that these are people's passions. This is their passion. Yeah, and I felt sorry for the black guy who was being tied up when he was crying. I felt kind of sad for him. Yeah, I really did, because those are just some of the things that he really do like, and he thinks it's wrong just to have these kind of people just saying, just basically just saying, like, destroying all these memories and stuff like that what we actually have and stuff like that. I just kind of find it sad. It really actually is, and I know maybe down in the future some people may do something like that, something like that, even though because they don't like that kind of stuff, because some people just wants to throw their opinions down upon our throats because we don't like what they like. I mean, they don't like what we like. We may not like what they like. So that's why I said the UN, because they're trying to basically to ban this kind of stuff, and I'm not saying it worries me or anything like that, but it's just I just kind of find it sad because they're basically saying things that they really have no idea what they're talking about. I understand that they have opinions about what they see over in Japan. It doesn't really matter. But yes, I do understand. I do understand. Yes, they take it way too far with other different stuff and stuff like that. And I do understand that. And that's just basically what it feels. That's just basically what it feels. You probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to mention it because YouTube reasons. And I don't want to get myself in trouble. But even though I'm just saying. So I'm hoping that people definitely do understand, the passion and stuff like that. Just like you see that the black guy, like I said, he's all tied up. He's crying because he sees that his memories is just like, I wouldn't say it's not being wiped out, but it just seems to me that's just something that just part of just something that he really loved and stuff like that. And then you just got like people just so forceful in a way, and just to destroy that and stuff like that. I kind of really do feel that is very, very sad. It's just something. I mean, I don't consider it as a passion. I don't consider it as a passion, but I consider this as a hobby that what we all do like, and stuff like that. And I understand, like I said, I definitely do understand that some people may not like anime and manga, and I definitely do understand that some people do like that kind of stuff. But when it comes to places like the UN or whoever it maybe is, say, well, we're going to ban all this other stuff. But one thing, they cannot ban the memories that what we have. It's the good times. Watching the idol singer, getting a manga, getting a figure like Miko figures, whatever maybe it's, or posters, whatever it maybe is. And stuff. That's just something that what we love, and that's the reason why I think is not only a passion, but to me is a hobby that I really do like. And stuff like that. And I really do like. Some people may say like, oh, we can change what you believe or stuff like that. You can't change my beliefs. Okay, I can't change your beliefs. Okay, because that's just based what I'm just saying. And to take us to instance with Rambo. Rambo says like, they drew first blood. I know this makes us off topic, but even this is very important because he said like, oh, they drew first blood because they were the one who started. He said like, they started, not me, and and stuff like that. And he has this code of honor, which I definitely do 100% agree with him when he goes out there after the war and basically in battle where he says like, you watch out for my back and I watch out for yours. And the reason why he says that, because that's just a trait based on what they do. So yeah, I know this may not seem to be I know this may seem to be off topic, but I just personally, I just wanted to say that's what it feels to me, and I just want people just to really just to know, just to understand from where I'm coming from basically just where I'm coming from, because Randall made some, I think Randall made a very good point about some of the things that he says, and basically those points that he says, that it's just really struck me into the heart. It really actually does, and because, like I said before, you watch my back, I'll watch your back. That's just that. That's what they do. That's what they do, and that's what they're trained to do. That's what they're supposed to do. And so, that's just basically seems to me. And I definitely do understand that people may think, it's just basically, basically what this guy. So he's like, he has Hachima, whatever his name is. I can't pronounce his name all that well. Hachima is basically because he's forcing Hachima into these situations that I just don't think is just not right. It's just so, and because his manager and stuff like that, I don't like the manager kind of guy. The manager just is such a jerk, really is. He's just trying to force his opinions onto him, and I really want to see Hachima just like basically, tell this dude basically, just tell this dude like this has to stop, so with that and so with that. And, I definitely I want to mention one thing also too. I don't like control freaks or anything like that. I know that happened. Basically happened to sometimes other people, to different people, stuff like that. It happens to me before. It really has, but it's just something that I just really don't like. And that's just basically what it feels to me. It's just basically I see that the manager is being a control freak over his agents for that, and I just think it's wrong, because even though he's making money for it, and and stuff like that, and it's just, I don't know. That's just basically what it feels like, but that's just my opinion. But yeah. Anyway, so that's the end for this annual review. Tell me what you guys think. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. I would love to hear from what you guys have to say. So anyway, since I'm next, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please like me and give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell also so that you guys watch my videos. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, excuse me. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just I love you. Take care. Take care. God bless. Love you guys. Take care.